Do you remember Cuba in the 80s? The privilege of driving an assigned Russian car through work. The hidden desire to move up in life and gain social status, and that classic Cuban way of enjoying life, or as they say themselves, a 2-meter to an unlimited situation. It's just that very unique Cuban vibe. A perfect example of this is the Cuban movie Se Permuta, 1983, directed by Juan Carlos Tabbio. It tells the story of Gloria, a seamstress obsessed with keeping her daughter Yolanda away from suitors with no future. Through a super complex network of house swaps, known in Cuba as permutas, Gloria tries to climb the social ladder and move to the fancy El Vedado neighborhood. If you've never experienced anything like this, the movie shows you just how chaotic the process can be. In 1980s Cuba, homeowners traded houses. Sometimes it was simple, just swapping one home for another. Other times, it got way trickier and involved under-the-table cash when the houses weren't equal in value, compensating with extra money that could vary a lot. In this case, Gloria's obsession with social mobility and status drives her to manipulate the living situations of several Cuban families. She has to juggle everyone's interests, moving this family here, that family there, just to get what she wants. Her goal? Move from Guanabacoa to El Vedado to get her daughter away from a mechanic and hook her up with Guillermo, a well-off architect. But here's the twist. Gloria's daughter, Yolanda, is an architecture student who meets Pepe, a humble construction worker who shares her same professional and personal frustrations. The romantic spark between Yolanda and Pepe threatens to ruin the mother's ambitious plans and the arranged marriage with Guillermo. Beyond its tone as a traditional comedy, the film serves as a deep social critique. Through the housing chaos and the romantic relationships, the movie reflects on the issues and contradictions of Cuban society in the 80s. Especially social climbing, uribismo, and the tension between individual desires and the collective environment. In Cuba, uribismo means doing whatever it takes to reach your goals, and it usually refers to workers who will resort to low blows just to get a promotion. This film is a refreshing Cuban comedy starring the amazing Rosita Fornes as Gloria. Fornes is a legendary Cuban diva. Even though she has passed away, she was a major TV star long before the Cuban Revolution. The cast also features Mario Balmaceda as Pepe, Isabel Santos as Yolanda, and Ramoncito Velos as Guillermito. If I had to point out a few scenes for you to watch closely, I'd say keep an eye on the solar tenement house, where Pepe lives. This is a very common type of housing in Havana. They are buildings split into single rooms where multiple families from the same social background live, the everyday people of Havana. References to the Tropicana Cabaret with its open-air show under the stars, Varadero Beach, Cuban rum, and cigars are classic symbols of Cuba through the ages. What other society or city does the one in Se Permuta remind you of? Not Russia, not Italy. Maybe Greece, because of how expressive people are when they talk, gesturing and shouting at each other. What do you think? This is still Cuba, and its people remain the same. This movie is great for connecting with and understanding their way of life. The full movie is available right here on YouTube. Check it out. I've already watched it like 3 times. Drop a like on this review and subscribe to stay updated with many more.